right, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday morning. The sun is shining. Hopefully, it won't rain today. I don't think it's supposed to. It's always a good day when the sun is out. Welcome to the Tuesday morning stretch break. We're going to be doing a little bit more upper body stuff today, getting the head, neck, shoulders, and upper back stretched out. But if there's anything you would like me to add or focus on today, feel free to drop that in the chat. And if you are wanting some more lower body stuff, we are going to be doing more lower body and hip stuff to later today. Okay, but Louisa likes them now, so we'll add some in there now. Okay, so we're going to start off standing first. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a neck stretch here. So you actually can be seated, kneeling, or standing, whatever is most comfortable. I prefer to do the standing, so I'm going to stand up. But what we're going to do is I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to take it in between, place it in between my shoulder blades, palm out. And so my right hand is behind my back. I'm going to take my left ear towards my left shoulder, left hand on top of my head. So we're not yanking our head down, but we're just kind of letting that hit the hand act as weight and gravity to help stretch out the side of our neck. And just a little tip, if you're feeling a little anxious today, if we're doing this, you can go ahead and start to look up towards the ceiling here. So that might help our nerves get released a little bit more and maybe help our bodies calm down a little bit, which is always nice to do in the morning. Deep breaths here into the belly, slow exhales. And on that next exhale, we're gonna go ahead and bring our gaze down towards the floor. Oh my gosh, down towards the floor, not the ceiling. Hands still on the back of our head, and the chin is more on our chest here. And we're gonna start to feel the stretch more in the back of our neck, and also releasing our traps a little bit. So I know if we tend to shrug our shoulders when we're cold, which has been pretty cold outside, or if we're sitting at the desk, sometimes that tends to happen, or as we get stressed out. So we're just going to release the traps a little bit here. And one more full inhale. And on that exhale, we can go ahead and release out of that stretch to bring our head back to center, letting those arms drop, shake it out if you need to. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left hand now back in between my shoulder blades, right ear to right shoulder, right hand on top of the head. And again, we're not like pulling our head down. We're just letting our hand rest there, helping gravity do its job. Again, slowing down the exhales here, really relaxing into the stretch. And just like with the other side, if you'd like to look up a little bit, feel free to do that as we calm our breath down, calm our bodies down, stretch that neck out. And on the next exhale, we're going to rotate our head down, chin towards the chest, looking at our armpits here. Hand is still on top of the head. We're keeping that core tight. We don't want to arch the back here. We're getting a nice stretch through the back of the neck, sighing away any tension we may feel. And let's go ahead and do one more big inhale here. And on our exhale, we can gently bring our head to center and let our hands drop to our sides, come out of that. And from here, we're going to make our way onto the ground, and we're going to do a mix of upper and lower body here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a nice shin box position here. So I'm going to be sitting on the ground. My left leg is going to be in front, and oh my gosh, I need to move my camera more. My knee is going to be directly straight out in front of me, and then my other leg is going to be out to the side. So we want 90-degree angles in both of our legs. So front leg out 90-degree angles, back leg straight out 90 degrees, 90 degrees. And it can take a little second to sometimes get comfortable in this, but this is a great way to kind of stretch out the hips a little bit. I know if you don't have very good internal rotation of your hips. Sometimes it can be a little hard to get into this position. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple different movements here. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to plant the same arm of the leg that's in front. Hand or elbow can go to the side, and we're going to stretch out our side first and a little bit of our upper back. So we're going to reach overhead with the opposite hand. So my right hand is reaching directly over my head, feeling that stretch through our lats here. So it's opening up our upper back. Big inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna now switch over to the other side. So we're planting that hand on the outside of our back leg, reaching on over with the opposite hand. So we wanna make sure the knees and the ankles are staying on the ground here. You know, this direction can put a little bit of pressure on that back hip, but it is also a nice stretch as we're stretching out our lats. Big inhale, and on the exhale, going back to that first position here, reaching on over our head, stretching out the lats. Big deep breaths into the chest, into our side, and on our next exhale, switching back to that other position here. So outside, hand on the outside of the leg, reaching on up. Inhaling nice and deep into the belly, into the chest, feeling that stretch all through the side here. And on the next exhale, we're going to return to center. So we normally do that 3 times. We're only going to do it twice today. And now what we're going to do, staying on this side before we flip over to the other side, we're going to do some rotation, get that spine opened up a little bit. So similar starting position here. So my left leg is in front, my left hand is going to come out to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale to repair, and on our exhale, we're going to reach through as far as we can, feeling that opening up our spine here. So inhale to prepare, and exhaling, reaching through as far as we can, getting our spine opened up, and then returning back to that starting position here. So we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reaching through as we exhale. And back to center. Awesome job, everyone. All right, last time through here. Inhale to prepare. And exhaling, reaching on through. All right, awesome. Last thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna do 3 rotations again through the spine. This is also gonna help open up our hips a little bit. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn this way for you. Hands straight out to the side. We're gonna lean forward as far as we can, bring your chest towards that front leg. Excellent, keeping the core tight. And then we're going to open up towards our back leg. And as we're opened up here, we're gonna work on a little bit of our stability muscles, our stabilization muscles here. So we're gonna squeeze through the glutes, lift that knee slightly off the ground as high as we can, back to the ground, return to center. So we're gonna do that 3 times. So 2 more to go here. So we're bending forward, chest to that knee, squeezing the glutes, keeping the core tight, back up, opening up towards that back leg, lifting the knee up, just using the glutes, and back down. Awesome. Last one here, bending forward. And then we're going to open on up, squeeze the glutes. Awesome. I know that the knee lifts can be a little difficult. Good job, you guys. All right, flipping over to the other side now. We're going to do the same 3 exercises with our opposite leg in front now. So starting off, we're going to do 2 of the reachy overhead ones. So we're going to plant our hand or elbow next to our side. So right leg is in front, right arm is to the side, left hand reaching overhead, stretching out our side, stretching out our lats here. Big inhale deep into the chest, and exhaling, placing our hand on the outside of the back leg and reach it on over. So again, doing it on this side can kind of put a little bit strain on that hip of the back leg, but it definitely is a nice hip opening stretch here. Relaxing through the lower body. And next, exhale 1 more each side. So hand and elbow on the ground, reaching overhead. Big deep breaths here. And on the next exhale, planting that hand on the outside of the back leg, reach it on overhead. So again, keeping that lower body nice and relaxed here. We don't want to be tight through the movement. Breathing into any tightness we feel, whether that's our side or hips. wherever we need it today. Breathe into that tightness. And on the exhale, we're going to return to center. And now we're going to go ahead and do some of those active reach throughs here. So right hand on the ground next to that right leg, or the front leg, whichever leg's in front. Inhale to prepare. And then we're going to exhale, reaching on through, reaching as far as we can towards the back wall. And then returning to that starting position. Awesome. We got 2 more of these. Inhale to prepare. Exhaling, reaching on through. And returning to center. Awesome job, you guys. Last one here. Inhale to prepare words. Exhale, reaching on through. And returning to the starting position. All right, you guys, last stretch for the day. We're going to be leaning forward, arms straight out to the side, and then rotating towards that back leg. So bringing the chest down towards the front leg. Squeezing the glutes, turning over towards that back leg. Squeeze the glute, lift that knee up off the ground as high as we can. Returning to center. Awesome. We got 2 more of these. So bending forward, chest and leg. Keep our core nice and tight. Exhale, open up. Squeeze the glutes. Back down. All right, you guys are doing great. Last one here. Bending forward. Making sure the knees and the ankles are on the ground, except for when we're lifting that knee up, that the knee can come off the ground. And back to center. Whew. Great job, you guys. That is all we have time for today. So thank you for joining me. I hope that was enough hip stuff for you. We got a lot of upper spine stuff through there today as well. So thank you all for joining me. Don't forget, we do have another stretch break with me at 2:30 today. So we will be incorporating some more hip stuff later today for sure. And then we do have at 4:30, Luis has his abs and core class. So don't miss out on that. And I hope you guys all have a great afternoon. And I hopefully will see you all at 2:30.